superficial. It's like this. It's like this quick. It's like the interview, barbershop interview.
Stop top. Volume 2, baby.
Volume 2. Hey, you got
It's so funny because this is what
chop it up a little
I'll
bit.
tell you later. This is, remember the guy we talked about yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
This is what he wants me to do for him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I mean, but no, like, bro, the social media, it takes over people's integrity, and like it changes people. And it's like people are just buying followers, and then the crazy thing is like they really feel like they made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
But
like
it's surface level. It's not intentional. When you have people that follow you, you're being intentional with the world. You have something to give the world, and I think that the people that get sucked into try to get, always trying to buy to get, rather than trying to live to give. You know, trying to live their life to give people something of value so they can follow them.
right.
And I think that's what people get sucked into. They get sucked into that.
Well, that's the thing, man. Social media is everybody's trying to keep up with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's where they're losing focus because end of the day, you got to be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You know, not all these famous people are like, yeah, you might have people that you know, you admire or look up to, but you're not going to get the results that they got from acting like them.
Yeah,
or trying to be like them. You know, you still got to be yourself, you know, end of the day.
Right.
And that's the thing is like the whole social media, bro, it's like, it's so corny, bro.
Right.
And it's like,
Clickbait. It's like it's fake. It's like a lot of. I don't want to say a lot of it. It's like a lot of it is fake.
yeah.
Well, it is. I feel like it's a drug because based on why do people want more followers? Because if you get more followers, it releases endorphins or it makes you feel better about yourself, which is normal.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we all feel that. Like when someone likes something you posted that you took time to post,
yeah.
right? It feels good.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it could be deceiving is where now people want to feel so approved and so like valued or successful in their business or whatever they're doing, like that they'll be willing to sell integrity for it, you know? Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
You like that, huh? You like that? Stick shit.
Fix it.
Oh.
Yeah, San
No, you're
Francisco.
volume 2,
Yeah,
man.
no, it's okay.
T-Bone.
Yeah.
Featuring T-Bone.
We're talking about social media.
Oh no! Get
Yeah.
that out of here.
No, thank you.
No, but I mean, bro,
It's
that's
starting to
why,
really
like,
smell
bro,
now.
It's
I
like,
know.
Nah.
You gotta take it back to the bay.
you know, it's all over TikTok. It's like, I don't know how TikTok works, but it's like, oh, people ask, why are you not famous yet? And they're like, well, you never shared my stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like a share or a like or a comment, it just could take you that extra step. You know what I mean? From anybody. You know what I
And
mean?
sometimes
That's
it
why
may
I-
not give you another follower. It might not give you anything other than it may not give you much in terms of like if some let's say I had 10 million followers. Now I get it. You got to understand these people have a lot of followers. A lot of people probably want them to post stuff for them.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's personal necessarily that they won't post, but I do believe that if there's something that they see that really tugs on their heart that they believe in, it shouldn't take that much to just post it. I mean, it's their life, it's their Instagram. Like,
Right.
why would they care what people think? If they actually support you, they would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But if they don't, and they're all about themselves, and they care about people,
if it's
think,
their
they won't.
brand,
Because
it's all about
there's a lot
them
of
and it's
envy
their
and
life.
jealousy, bro.
Then-
Poor devils, man.
It sucks.
You know, and that's the problem is, you know, people will act like they love you and care about you, but when they see you doing better than their self,
Yeah.
that those four devils will start coming up, and people have jealousy, envy, hate, and you know, lust or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's evil. It's evil. You know, when I was in LA, I found myself in a lot of when I was in LA a few years, 2018, 2017. I found myself
Getting caught up in that,
getting caught up in social media and just that influence part.
getting lost in the sauce.
Getting lost, yeah, I guess.
Getting lost in the
So no,
sauce.
it was just really crazy because I started to like
It's awesome.
try to
That's what it
cultivate,
is, bro.
try to cultivate things of what people would like for me to post, and you know I have to
Yeah.
post once every 2 days. I have to post at this time, at that time, and
trying to keep up with the Joneses.
I got so caught up in it. And did it have a reward? Yeah, I was getting followers and all this and comments, and I was engaging, but I felt like I was being a different person than myself. I felt like I was doing it for a show rather than for a purpose.
Right.
I wasn't doing it for and for myself. I wasn't doing it because I was content with who I was.
You're trying to make other
I
people
was
happy.
trying to make other people happy, and I was trying to gain something, gain followers. Although I was doing it the hard way of actually, being consistent in doing it, but I wasn't. I just wasn't. I wasn't content with how I was doing it.
Yeah.
With how I was feeling. I was.
Yeah.
I had my own insecurities in that season and all this.
So you were just trying to go with the formula that's been set for social media, trying to keep up with that and try to keep up with everybody doing it.
I didn't even know why I was doing it. I was like, why do I want more followers? Why do I want more influence? Why do I want? And a lot of it, I think, is because, like you said earlier, about the, everyone's trying to one up each other. There's so many followers. People are like these new music artists are trying to. This new guy that has like 10K followers is trying to post stuff or trying to be like Drake, But there's only one Drake. Drake is himself. He sets the example. But I think that, like I said, the real, genuine, your real genuine personality or who you are, it will come out eventually, and you don't need to try to do it on social media. You just have to live your life and be the best version of yourself and try to be honest. Whenever you post something, try to just be honest. I have been off social media really like the last year and a half. I haven't really been so active on posting. And a lot of it is because I'm really just trying to work on myself and my character and who I am and what's the purpose of me posting this. Like, there's really no purpose for me to post some stuff just so people could like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Recently, for me, I've changed my whole perspective on posting. Like, I was so self-conscious about posting. I genuinely struggled with letting people see the real me.
Right.
Like you're scrolling through your camera and you see all your photos.
I realized that about
all your
Instagram.
photos.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, and like I'm like, dude, I have so much content I could post that the world hasn't seen yet.
Yeah.
That I'm like I'm actually now starting to. I made a decision recently. I was like, I'm just gonna let the world see me for who I am. Like, I don't care what they judge me.
That's what they're gonna like.
Like, because they're gonna see me in so many different environments that I've been the last 5 years that I've never shown people. I've always been so cautious, reserved.
Right.
I didn't even know who I was because I was hiding everything from people. So I wasn't even being authentic with, like you gotta understand, like, people want to see stuff of you.
Yeah.
The biggest lie in the social media gives you is that you're supposed to give them something that they like.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to give them something, just yourself, just
Yeah.
who you are. And people's gonna love you.
Nobody's
You know?
perfect.
Yeah, no
If
one's
you
perfect,
want,
be original.
like for me now, I'm like, I'm gonna start posting like
Bro,
pictures,
they
pictures
want
of me.
us- bro,
I'm gonna, all of me, like my faith side of me, like the fact that I love God. I'm gonna start posting videos that I made that maybe I never showed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start posting, just little things like pictures I've never revealed, like showed people.
It's actually
Things that I'm really proud of, like proud of stuff that this is me. Like if I died tomorrow, what would be left? Like what if I didn't? Yeah, what if I never showed you guys my life?
Yeah.
How sad would that be? And it's not because I didn't want to. It's just because I was afraid.
Right. People would
I
judge
didn't.
you.
Yeah, I didn't. I was
But
afraid of
that's the biggest
judgment.
thing is people are scared to fail.
Or I didn't know
But
what to write.
That's the biggest gift out of
Yeah.
anything in anybody's career. Like, bro, I think you posted Matthew McConaughey yesterday.
Yeah.
It says,
Yeah.
bro, fail.
He's failing. He
Yeah.
goes. That's what he
Because
would
you're
tell
learning.
to like filmmakers and like actors.
Anybody.
Like anything in life,
Anybody.
right? He goes, just continue to fail. Just continue to fail. He goes. He even said, "I wish I in my career." Matthew McConaughey said this.
Yeah. I wish I would have failed.
I wish I would have failed more, man, when I was younger.
Because you
Oh,
learn.
if he says that, and I think it was like Warren Buffett or someone said, I wish I took more risks or did some stuff more.
Yeah.
What's funny that you
I
guys
want to
are-
inspire a generation eventually to live that way.
Because, bro, like, once you hit rock bottom, the only way to go.
You have
is up.
nothing to lose.
Yeah. It's funny that he mentions that because I feel like lately I've been taking so much risk, and I'm not going to disclose what it is, but I've been taking so much risk and I've been failing a lot. And it's funny that you said that
Bro,
because
you gotta
now,
get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I heard someone say this before. You know, if some, okay, it was like this. If you don't have haters, like you don't have people that genuinely don't like you, whether that's silently or publicly, they just are hating on you, whether that's in the comments or they're just low-key judging you, hating you,
You're doing something.
then you're doing something right? Because think about it, Justin Bieber, for example, one of the most talented humans in the world, okay? Not just a great singer, but he can do it all. He's got so many haters. Why? What did he ever do to you, people personally, that made him get them to hate him?
Because he took the risk.
Take this.
He
Let's
failed.
say this. Let's just say this. Let's just say this. Joel Osteen's a preacher. You know, some popular pastors.
I love that guy.
Some popular pastors out there. They got haters. Like people will say they don't do this enough or that enough. Then you even got Tupac or Jesus Christ. He got killed. Well, I mean, he laid his life down, but the guy was he did nothing but do miracles for people, love people, talk about the truth, talk about God's love. And you had a whole region of people that were like, crucify him.
Yeah. Haters.
So no matter how good of a life you're going
He's
to
a
live,
pioneer.
no matter how much of a great artistic presence you are in our world, there's going to be people that say, you're too artistic. We hate what you're doing. We hate you're doing it for ulterior motive. They're going to hate on you.
Yeah, of course. And you can't please everybody.
I love what you said though. It's funny, both of you, when it goes back to social media. You know, my whole platform that I've always used the last few years was to encourage people. Because I feel like that's one of my gifts.
What was that on? Was that on Instagram or OnlyFans?
Just on
That's how he feels.
It's on OnlyFans.
Are you saying just in general, that's what you
Just
want
in
to
general,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's one of my gifts that God put in my life, and I will use that in social media going forward.
Yeah.
I will use that. I don't know how to cultivate that yet. Like my brother has had this.
And that's okay.
Well, no,
Right,
I don't
actually-
think any of us really do.
Yeah,
To be honest
yeah.
with you, we're
There's no
all freaking
formula.
learning.
There's no.
There is no formula, but what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to.
I think it's
put things-
engagement. Really trying to engage.
I'm
You know,
trying
the
to
people
relate.
on the other side. Who
I
is
think you
that?
got to make the mistakes to really figure out what you're itching it to, not even perfect it, like just to be like, okay, these are the steps that I made, it's working. These are the things that don't work.
Right.
So it's the pros and cons. But still, at the end of the day, you're never gonna master it. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're always gonna. I mean,
Just
You're
like anything
learning.
in life, you know.
bro, you heard me in the class when they were like, "Oh, how long you been a master barber?" I said, "I'm not a master barber at all." Because the day I started saying I'm a master barber is the day I stopped learning and growing as an artist.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
that's really cool.
That's amazing. I love that perspective because me, as you know, pursuing the acting industry.
There's no such thing as
Bro,
making it.
Yeah.
You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
I look back on the videos.
So came up from anybody.
Yeah, I look back on the videos I used to make in my car when I moved to LA 6 years ago, 2014, 7 years ago. And I used to just look at my videos and I'm like, man, I used to practice, you know, these scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
This is before I took any acting class. My first month in LA, first 2 months, living with my brother and our roommate at the time. And, you know, I look back, I'm like, holy moly, you just see your
The
growth.
growth, yeah. And that's the
You're
best
like,
part, bro.
wow, because you
That's
never
the
give
best
up.
part.
You know what I
And
mean?
that's what I love about like.
And that's
social
why I think it's
media
important to
and filming,
post because it's easier to
Bro,
get your process.
people want to see that, bro.
Yeah,
People want to see that growth.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, dude. That's why I've always filmed everything.
right.
Because it's like, dude, I go back and watch videos and like, I'm like, dude, that's the beauty in the journey. It's
That's
in
the journey, yeah.
You know what I mean? At the lowest of the low to where you're at now.
Right.
That's why I like when people say, there's that saying, like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah.
So many people are focused on the destination,
No,
where they're
dude.
trying to go, and they're always gonna their whole life trying to get there.
Bro,
But then they're missing the journey and the day that gets, the moments that gets them there.
Bro, when I was broke, dude, sleeping out of my car, bro. I was sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, bro.
That's in
Looking
LA.
at
That's in
looking
LA.
out the sunroof, smiling, bro.
Really?
Smiling. Just
As long as you had a sunroof,
Dude.
that's all. Pull that thing back.
a little bit of, you know. But it's like, bro, I knew it was temporary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew it
Wow.
was just temporary.
You know the crazy thing is he lived in the car. I lived in my car in LA. I lived in my car for a month. And I was actually opposite. I wasn't
Yeah.
smiling. I was pissed off. I was like, what am I doing here? And then I just knew that like my time in LA was ending for that season.
Right.
And then I ended up coming back here, and that was
Well, that's the journey, bro.
But now I look back and like, wow, like I literally sacrificed everything. I literally was sleeping in the car and then going on to all the auditions. And
Looking back at it, you probably wish that you would have enjoyed or took the time to enjoy
I
it.
wish,
Wow.
and I did actually. I enjoyed it. A lot of the days I went on the beach. I read some good books. I kept on trying to work on my craft. It was so hard mentally because when you're in an environment in your car, you don't really. It's
Not
hard
inspired.
to focus on that. You're not
Not
as inspired
inspired.
because you don't have a space. You don't have, a space to you could focus on
Motivation.
on it, motivation.
Yeah.
And the only thing I had to motivate me was my brother and a few other people that I called and I was really, really close with and that would check up on me. And but anyways, yeah, man, it was just I think that's the beauty of life, man. It's just about the journey. So
Never forget the journey.
Never forget the
Shop
journey.
Talk Volume 2, baby.
Hey, Volume 2, let's go.
First of all, how many